Hello, my name is Alana and welcome to Artful Teaching, Joyful Learning. I help home educators and teachers teach with confidence, ease, and a splash of creativity so that their kids fall in love with learning. Now, today I want to share with you a beautiful invitation to create, all circling around the idea of leaves, in particular fall leaves. Now, this is a Reggio-inspired leaf study, but what's beautiful about this invitation is that it incorporates learning across the curriculum. So you'll find learning in math, you'll find learning in literacy, science. So it's truly a multidisciplinary sort of study. So I'm going to take you on a little journey through the experience here. Now, this invitation is equal parts open-ended, so it's very much child-led. We're giving the child a lot of opportunities to explore through their own 100 languages. It's very process art-oriented, but it's also balanced with a bit of teacher-guided or teacher-directed learning. So we are going to be addressing curriculum objectives and expectations, and like I said, we're integrating math and science and literacy. Now, here are the supplies that you'll need for this invitation. So you'll need a pair of scissors, you'll need some glue, as well as a picture, a black and white picture of your child. Now, there are so many magical invitations you can do with these simple black and white photos of your child. This is just printed off on 8.5 by 11 photo or plain copy paper. And then you'll want to have your Joysheet. So this is this fall leaf walk, 5 senses kind of a template that we'll use as we go on a leaf study or a leaf walk. You'll want some liquid tempera or acrylic paints. One of my favorites for acrylics are these basics here, and that's what I'll be using for this invitation. But liquid tempera is just fine. And then you'll want a handful of fall leaves, okay? So this is something that you're going to invite your child to do. So don't go ahead and prepare this first. This is part of the whole process. So the first thing that you're going to want to invite your child to do is to go on an autumn leaf walk. So you can hand them a simple paper bag and just invite them to go on a leaf walk and invite them to notice with their 5 senses. So the sense of sight and sound and smell, and even things that we taste, things that we touch, have them use that template to explore all of the things that they're noticing about fall, okay? And then on their walk, you can invite them to collect those fall leaves. This is what that template looks like. So you can see it's just a simple frame for them to use. There's 5 senses as they go on that fall walk. This is a beautiful time of year to do that. The next thing you're going to want to do once you've come back with your collection of fall leaves is you'll want to sort your leaves. Now, instead of telling the children how they're going to sort their leaves, you can open it up and ask them, how might you sort these leaves? And see what kinds of ideas they come up with. So there's so many ways that we can sort, right? In math, we can sort by color, we can sort by texture, we can sort by size, by shape, by type. Maybe they know their trees and plants, right? Maybe they're little botanists already. So feel free to invite your child to decide on a sorting rule and have them sort their leaves. Once you've done that, you can invite them to count the leaves. So how many in each particular group? Okay, so in this case, we sorted by color and we're counting, or we're sorting, sorry, we sorted by leaf type. And so we can count how many within each set. Another opportunity for math learning here is to, of course, graph the leaves. And in graphing, it's helpful with young children to do concrete object graphs. So that's where you're actually taking the leaves and posting them on a graph, a real live graph, something that looks like this. So in this case, we were sorting by color, and here's another example, sorting by color. But you can ask the children to compare which group has most, which group has least, how many more in this group, how many less in this group, all kinds of math learning. Another example for math is to sort by size. So here we're talking about nuances of small, medium, and large. There are all kinds of ways that you can decide to sort those leaves. Now here comes the fun process-oriented or process art-oriented part. This is where you're going to paint the actual leaves. So the end product, or the end piece, is going to look something like this. I'm just going to stop my share here and show you all what that looks like. So you can see we framed this, but you can see that the background here are some simple leaf stamped, a leaf stamped background or a leaf printed background. And over here we have some leaf poetry. So this is using our five senses poetry. In fact, we have gone ahead and brainstormed. In autumn, I see colorful leaves. In autumn, I smell turkey. In autumn, I hear wavy wind. In autumn, I touch crunchy leaves. In autumn, I taste my nanny's pumpkin pie. And in autumn, I wonder if I can have Halloween. A question on all children's minds. I wonder if I can have Halloween. So the process for this simple invitation to create is to grab your leaves, and the bigger the better in this case. Here we go. I have this huge leaf here. But what you'll want to encourage the children to do is to feel both sides. And the veinier side, the more textured side, that's the side that we want to be printing on. So what you'll do is, inside your little collection of acrylic or temperate liquid paints, you'll just grab your brush and invite your child to simply just add a little bit of paint to the back side of the leaf, to the veiny side. Now, the nice thing about this process art is you really don't even need water. I'm not even going to rinse my brush. I'm just going to add different colors to the back of the leaf here. You'll want to spread it fairly thin. So in this case, less is more. A little dab will do, as we tell the kids. And then you'll just take your big sheet of paper and do a print. Now, if you have a little rolling pin